Hello and welcome, Desert Mountain members, to another edition of the Desert Mountain Podcast. My name is Michael Craven. Joined today, we got a revolving door in the booth.
I'm here.
Patrick McKenzie is back in the booth this week. How are you, Patrick?
I'm doing great. Little ode to Kim. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Patrick.
Okay.
We do miss Kim, and we will have her back soon. But
absolutely,
today we have Patrick, and we got a fun one this week. It's literally in the name of the week.
The name of the week.
Summer Fun Week.
Yes.
And
that's why I'm here.
I thought that's why these ladies.
Oh, that's right. They're here. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have a couple of ladies with us today, and a large part of their job is having fun and ensuring that our membership and their families have fun. So let's bring them in. We've had her on the podcast before. It's your second time, your first time back. Haven.
Not many people have done that.
That's true
so far. So you're in a club.
Haven Lewis, the lifestyle activities manager. Welcome, Haven.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And then for the first time, we have a new guest with us. This is Emily Schiavone. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
The youth activities supervisor.
I'm so excited to be here.
Welcome.
Emily.
So,
let's get into some fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think we went through some of your background last time, Haven. Maybe you could briefly refresh our members on a little bit of your background as it pertains to your role here at Desert Mountain, and then we'll ask Emily the same question.
Yeah, sounds good. I started at Desert Mountain in 2018 as an intern. Previous to Desert Mountain, I was working at a private golf club in Flagstaff, Forest Highlands Golf Club. I was an assistant food and beverage clubhouse manager there. So when I moved back down to Phoenix, I was really looking to try something different outside of food and beverage, and so the internship was a great way for me to do that. After my internship, I was hired on full-time to run lifestyle activities at the Sonoran Clubhouse, and so that entailed bocce and golf croquet, and basically any other event that I wanted to put on. I reported to Greg Leonard at the time, so he kind of gave me full reins to do whatever, and it's just taken off ever since. So still happy at Sonoran.
I think our members just know Haven as just this always friendly, smiling face that you see whenever you're around the Sonoran area.
That's how we know her.
That's true.
Yeah, she's always willing to help us out with any shot we need for video or photography.
That's correct.
Awesome. Yeah.
And and tell everyone where you're from originally, Haven.
I'm originally from Colorado, Buena Vista, a very small town. But I went to high school down here in Fountain Hills, so I've been in Arizona for a long time, but originally Colorado.
Fountain Hills actually has a large fountain in the middle of it.
You found that out not too long ago.
Driving through there. I said, what is that? Oh, that's the fountain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it used to be the tallest in the world.
Wow.
But now I think a fountain in Paris has taken over.
Of course. Like
those
they don't
Parisians. Every time they get you.
But yeah, they turned it green for St. Patty's Day.
I saw a picture of it. I think they did it this year, actually.
Yeah. That's
cool.
very neat.
Yeah.
All right, Emily. No trick question. Same question to you. Where'd you come from? How long have you been here? And what was your road to Desert
Does
Mountain?
your hometown have a fountain?
Hometown does not have a fountain, unfortunately. I am from Bel Air, Maryland, small town in Maryland. Came out here to Desert Mountain last summer. I completed the food and beverage internship similar to Haven, and I got hired on full-time to stick at Sonoran at the end of the summer, which was incredible. I kind of work a little bit in partnership with Haven and a couple other team members and in the youth and family lifestyle department. So ever since I finished up the internship, I've been hanging out with the kids and the family and all the fun there. So whether it be kids camp or a kids event or a family festival, it is a nonstop trip of fun. I swear. It's a great time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's that's what we always talk about. It's a lot of fun over there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me, Haven, jump back to you. There's a ton of lifestyle activities at Sonoran and all over the mountain. What is the most popular? Like, what is the most utilized amenity here?
It's definitely bocce. Definitely. I have.
Not surprised to hear that.
Yeah. It's funny talking to, members about it and everything because I hear so much and it's always great because it's so talked about. Even like if I help with Jake and Teresa, like their activities, I hear people talking about bocce or, I'll go to the spa to grab something and I'll hear, people in there talking about it. So it's definitely like a phenomenon at Desert Mountain.
They just keep adding courts.
Yeah, it's like it's the age old if you build it, they will come. And so, they just keep adding courts and people keep coming to play.
Yeah.
It's competitive. It's fun. I mean, we love going there with our cameras. It's endless footage for us to get. So
yeah, it's nice to see too when like a new member joins the club and they're trying to, there's so much that we offer at Desert Mountain, and I think bocce is such a great way for members new or that have been here for a long time to get with a group of friends that whether they know them or not, and to kind of just go out, play once a week for an hour, and then they either get dinner before and after, and then it's like they all start to talk and they're like, oh, you're part of this golf group, or oh, you play bridge, and they kind of get into other things from bocce, so it's great.
Very cool.
We talked a little before we started recording. There are some new things on the horizon for bocce this fall. Do you want to take our members through that? What's the changes will be coming up? Yeah,
we're very excited. Bocce has just grown so much, and over the years, we're starting to see a lot of people that have really taken to bocce and are wanting to learn more about it and to gain more skills in it and kind of take that to a different level. Yeah. And so we think it's time to kind of offer a second league for our members. So whether they want to go and just socialize for an evening and go and play, and they don't care what the score is or anything like that. So basically what we're doing this fall is we will continue to offer the same league that we've always offered. And we are adding a second league in, and it will be a league where same structure, they'll go play for an hour, same 8 to 12 person teams. But we won't keep team standings from week to week. So we'll kind of take that ranking system out of it to kind of focus more on just coming and gathering, and
fun.
You can play, another team for an evening and get to know someone, but you won't be, ranked. And then at the end of the season, we'll still offer like an end of season tournament for those in that second new league that still want to be in like a ranking system. It'll just be at the end of the season, and that way they can still kind of get a little bit of both. But we want to kind of take that ranking system out of it just to see how it goes too.
Well, it's not too unlike, if you went to go play a round of golf with, someone on a given day, you're keeping score that day. Somebody wins, you walk off, you shake hands, and you go get a beer. And then you don't carry that into next
I keep
week.
scored like the third hole.
Maybe we don't keep score the whole time.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's very exciting for the bocce, and I'm sure it's going to continue to grow. Pretty awesome. Okay, now that's our most utilized amenity, but we have a lot. There's a lot of amenities, so I think it would only be fair to talk about, I don't know, maybe one that
an up and comer.
Yeah, like just something that deserves more notoriety.
Sure.
That we should be talking about more.
Yeah.
Can you think of one of those?
Yeah, definitely. I am also in charge of golf croquet. A lot of people don't know what that is or have never played before. I personally love playing golf croquet. It's a very strategic game, but it's also very social. So you can kind of, talk and, have fun while you do it. It's similar to backyard croquet, but it's a little different. I've taken my teammates out to play just so they can kind of experience it as well. But it's so much fun. It's a good group. I think it, traditionally is labeled as, oh, you have to have all whites on and it's a quiet game and things like that, but it's very different. It's a lot of fun.
Desert Mountain branded golf croquet is not traditional golf.
How did Emily do when you took her out?
She did really well. Yeah.
Haven's good, isn't she?
Oh, Haven has trick shots that I didn't know were possible for golf croquet.
Yeah, we did a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Hold on, I can do this shot," and she like hit it over another ball through the
wicket.
The wicket. And I got it. It was crazy.
It's like if you've ever seen someone in billiards, do a trick shot, and you're like, oh my gosh, how did they just do that? That's you on the golf croquet lawn.
Yeah, so I would say anyone that likes playing billiards or likes a strategic game, or enjoys putting. I know everyone can work on their putting.
That's a good point.
Yeah, golf croquet is really good for mixing all of those, and so it's a very fun game. I just think it doesn't have enough exposure to people than some of the other activities that we have, but we give 101 classes every month, and I'll always take people out when we do socials and drop in play. So I'm always available if anybody wants to learn.
You heard it, members. Get out on that golf croquet. Yeah.
Well, I like the putting, the putting reference.
Yeah.
Because I actually played a round of golf yesterday, and I left about 10 strokes out there. So we can always be working on our putting, even for golfers.
Okay, so Haven, lifestyle activities, it's not just bocce, it's not just golf, croquet. There are other events going on. Mm-hmm. Can you explain? I know there's bingo night. I was just there with you.
Yeah.
Which was rousing fun. I thought the thing was going to be a little bit bigger. That spins the balls.
Everyone thinks the balls are going to be.
Can you kind of go into a little bit more of what people can expect outside of the usual bocce and other events? Okay.
Yeah, so some other stuff that we're putting on this summer. So bingo nights, we're having those once a month. We're kind of pairing that with the club ops team to kind of execute those together. So you'll see some differences if you played last summer with us. So we've got those once a month. We also are offering a yard games and beer tasting event in September. So
yard games and beer tasting. Yes. Right up my alley. What kind of yard games?
We're going to be playing cornhole, beer pong, I almost said rage cage. That's a different drinking game. I'm on my beer Olympics brain, but so it's cornhole, beer pong,
and she means bags for those from the Midwest.
Yeah, sorry,
bags.
And then Can Jam, which is a game I played a lot in college. It's a lot of fun. It's like frisbee. It involves frisbee.
I don't think I've heard of Can Jam.
I haven't either.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's
that a Colorado thing? Or no? I guess you said in college. That would be here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never played it. That's cool though.
And then Spike Ball, which is on ESPN. So
I have seen it on ESPN.
Yeah.
and cornhole on ESPN too now.
Yeah. But we'll be giving instruction on how to play each, and so they can kind of get introduced to each game, and then they can kind of enter in little tournaments at the event on which game they want to play, if they want to play in a tournament for it. But we're pairing it with beer tasting, so we'll have a couple different vendors there where they can try some different beer and food and all that stuff. So,
do you have any special skills, Emily, in any of those yard games?
I will say I have heard of Can Jam and I've played it a million times. I'm a little disappointed in the two of you. It's a fun game.
Wow.
I'm on Haven's side with this one.
Interesting.
Okay, well, I guess it's on now.
Okay, we're coming.
All right,
we're coming to the first.
Careful what you wish for.
There we go.
And then I know, there's still those very cool events that kind of pop up from time to time. I've been to a couple of the Amazing Race events, and I know people have a ton of fun with those.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's even a couple others. But yeah, you guys do a great job.
Thank you.
Putting those together.
Yeah, we kind of think of stuff that we've enjoyed doing over the years ourselves, and kind of things that my family likes to do together, and stuff like that. And then, listen to members' feedback, of course, on what they like and what they kind of expect to see from us. And so, it's been a lot of fun. We really enjoy it.
That's great.
I know right now with it being summer, I see some different faces around the mountain, maybe some college age members that are home from university or things like that. Mm-hmm. Did you tell me, we talked before we started recording, maybe even put a couple of events on the schedule that kind of cater to the young adults too?
Yeah. I think my teammate Jenny and Emily, they're closer to that college age than I am, sadly. So I think that having them around Sonoran is a huge benefit to not only us and creating our events, but to our members as well. And that way we can kind of, this upcoming fall season, cater a few events, once a month or every other month to that college age member that's on the mountain. And, maybe they want to meet other college age people on the mountain. So, we just want to give that option and kind of offer those fun social outings for them.
Or just Can Jam.
Yeah.
What about the little ones, the little kids? Because summer camp's going on right now, right, Emily?
Yeah.
Can you shed some light on what you guys are doing with the kids?
What are they throughout the day? What does a day look like in the life of a desert mountain camper?
Yeah, it's a big secret now. So we are on week 4 of our summer camps. We have themed each week actually this summer, which is kind of fun because the kids really get into the theme, and that's going to be a couple different activities during the day, at least one outdoor, one indoor activity, a craft, and then lunch, a movie, which that is the biggest deal to them, I know. So picking that movie and voting on that is a huge part of their day. And then we always end with swimming. And in this heat, it's kind of really the only thing you can do in that afternoon hours. Yeah. But the kids have a blast. Tomorrow we will be doing some solar oven s'mores. So we're going to be using that Arizona sun for our benefit.
Wow.
And making some s'mores out there. And then another fun thing that we've started this summer is some snow cone series. So we got a snow cone machine. We've been bringing that out for the kids a lot. And that's been a fun way to kind of cool them down and give them a little extra something fun on like a Friday. We'll bring that out for them.
What's the age limit on this thing?
You trying to get in there, Patrick?
Yeah.
I saw the snow cone machine was out Easter weekend, I believe.
Yes.
There were some adults taking advantage of it.
Did you indulge?
Well. I did not. Oh. Had a camera in my hand. I was.
What's your favorite flavor?
Grape.
Grape.
Yeah. I didn't even have to think about it.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
How about
Snow
you?
cones have no age limit. Don't worry. Anyone.
Cherry for me, but
okay, that's a good one too.
Choice, yeah.
Haven. We might as well just go around the
let's go around the
now.
horn here.
I like blue raspberry, but at our employee car wash, they had a mystery flavor, and it was strawberry vanilla, and it was so good.
Changed her life.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I'm forever changed. Strawberry vanilla.
Okay. Wow. I was going to go blue raspberry. That's the best one. Or just
Interesting.
blue. I think that the color and the flavor
just
are
blue
just the same
flavor.
thing. It's blue.
Yeah.
No one knows what that
It's
is.
kind of like Gatorade. Like you don't
Raspberries
know what
aren't
the
blue.
Gatorade flavor is. It's just blue Gatorade. That's what it is.
It just hit me. Raspberries aren't blue.
No.
And I'd never
yeah.
questioned it before.
Yeah, just
What?
blue. You don't know what it
That's
is.
weird.
Weird. That is weird. Okay.
So you mentioned that each week has a theme. What's the theme this week?
This week we're doing the great outdoors.
Oh,
So nature themed kind of, that's why the sun, we got some s'mores going on. We did, we painted some rocks today. We made some sun catchers, just anything I can think of that's going to be fun for the kids. Maybe something a little different than they normally do. I just try to put on the schedule and get that together for them.
I mean, it's got to be kind of difficult though with this heat sometimes. I mean, outside of jumping in the pool.
Yeah, we do the playground in the morning, and I'm pretty strict on getting inside by about 9 a.m., 9:15 or something like that.
Yeah.
But they love that. They love that kids room. And if we ever get to use some of the fitness studio space, they just love to run around. I mean, you would think that they would need extravagant crafts or something super complex, but musical chairs was the biggest hit during spring break camps.
Classic.
And that was a shock to me. That was like a rainy day plan B on my end.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I get requests for musical chairs. So that's going to be the new favorite activity.
That's awesome.
what about? This is a far cry from musical chairs on a rainy day, but field trips. They've spent some time off property. What are the field trips that they've gotten to go on so far?
Yes, those are absolutely a blast. We have gotten to go to an indoor rock climbing gym as well as the aquariums. The aquarium was last week, but the indoor rock climbing gym was a little bit further back, and that one was such a blast. It was actually a repeat trip. We tried that trip with the tweens, a little bit older age range, and it was such a success that we ended up going back with the younger kids and seeing if they could kind of handle that whole activity, and they loved it. There was a jungle gym there. We got pizza, and they did not want to leave at the end of the trip. So that was a success in my book, I would say.
I think you went and got some footage of the kids at the
rock climbing gym. Yeah, I think last summer, and then also at Medieval Times.
Medieval Times, that's the other one. Yeah.
Didn't get a chance to go to the aquarium, and it's one of those things you pass it on the 101, and I've never gone in there, but it's supposed to be really cool.
It was the coolest thing. They have a Voyager submarine thing that all the kids are telling me about this the whole time we're at the aquarium. I'm like, guys, we'll get there. I don't know what you're talking about. It's the last exhibit. So of course we finally get there after lunch, and they're so excited. And that's when you get to see the sharks and the sea lions, and it's that's like kind of an interactive experience that they really enjoy. So that was a great trip, and it keeps them out of the heat. So nothing wrong with that.
That's great. Yeah. I'm looking to sign up at some point.
Something I think we maybe first mentioned with, I want to say Greg Leonard. I hope I'm not wrong about this. But when we were looking forward to summer events was the Summer Fun Fridays. And now they're upon us, right? So can you take us through what that looks like? Like what is a Summer Fun Friday?
Yeah, so a Summer Fun Friday is just the kids camp as well. So it's like a camp half day, but it's really just about fun. That's snow cones, movie, lunch, running around, any super high energy activity. That's really what those Fun Fridays are about. And the kids love it. They just get to pick whatever game, whatever craft. It's not a no rules day, but in a sense, they really get to lead the day. So that's what that's all about.
Cool. Sounds like you guys have made a really special place for these kids to come to, and they probably are looking forward to coming every day.
Yeah, the best
That's
is
great.
when you have them ask about other campers. Are they coming back today? When are they getting in? And they're so excited. And I love to see those friendships and just they remember. I mean, when they remember my name, I think that's awesome. But if they can remember other campers and new friends they make,
That's great.
That makes it.
Probably not too many kids sitting waiting for their parents to come pick them up.
No, not typically. Yeah, it is funny when the parents will walk in and they go, no, Mom, I have 5 more minutes. I gotta finish the movie.
I always love to, like, the next day when the parents bring them back and they say to Emily, they're like, oh my God, they like went right to bed yesterday because they were so worn out from everything.
Yep. Falling asleep in the car on the way home is.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, switch gears a little bit. Just something I wanted to bring up. For our members that have seen some new faces maybe around, we've had, obviously the internship program here for quite some time
And
now.
you both were on the internship, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A couple of graduates here that's around internship who were fortunate enough for us that you got to stick around. So like how involved are the interns with the programs that you run, and what should members know about that internship program? Do we have a good crew this year?
Yeah, I would say so. We did like a Q&A session with them last week. So they got to meet all of us past interns and we got to meet all of them. I will say Kelsey does an amazing job with scheduling them. There's 10, 12 of them?
12 of them.
Yeah. So she has to create a schedule for 12 different interns with different managers from across the mountain for 7 days a week, so she does a really good job at getting them kind of where she needs them to be on one hand, so that they're getting exposure to the areas that Desert Mountain wants them to be exposed to. But they also get, a little freedom with their schedules of, whatever their focus is, they can kind of reach out to the manager. Like, let's say they have an interest in the youth activities with Emily, they can kind of work with her to come, kind of in their off time to get exposed even more to those areas. But Kelsey does a really good job of scheduling all of them with all of our different areas, so that way they get to meet all of us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's only been about a month or so that they've been here, and I've already had rotations with 6 of them. So half of the interns I've gotten to see, and then they've gotten to meet the kids and see the camp and how we structure some of our youth activities, which I think is so cool and such a blast and a great opportunity for them, because that might not have been something they thought this internship experience could provide for them. And here they are playing charades or playing in the pool with some of the kids. And it's just it's a different part of their day and different part of that internship experience that they get. And that I think is a really incredible opportunity.
There's nobody better than the two of you to take some of those under your wing, because you've been there before.
We met Haven when she was
I think
an
so.
intern.
Yeah. Wow. We were putting together like an internship video for.
Oh yeah, that was my first time meeting you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Video.
Yeah, that just hit me.
Yeah.
Lots of good laughs were had during that video.
The years, they fly by, don't
Little
they,
did she know
Patrick?
we'd be using her for hundreds of videos to come.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I do get asked a lot. People are like, "Are you just like with them all the time?" Like they're like, I had somebody that was like, "You're in every week, every single Friday jam." I'm like,
maybe we need to cool it.
Or maybe
I don't
it's like an
think so.
Easter egg where it's kind of just like she randomly pops up for 1 second.
If you find Haven.
If you find Haven, you win a prize. We'll get you out of here pretty soon. I guess the only real other question I'd have is just what has been the most popular, like among members? Like some of the have you had feedback? What are the members most excited about? What are you looking forward to for events in the future, and what have been the most popular so far?
For me, again, Bocce's been the most popular. But I'm excited to kind of expand that this upcoming fall and see how that goes and how it's received and everything.
Yeah.
As far as different events, it's so funny. I get a lot of requests for cornhole events, which I love. And so look at adding more of those and kind of, do more of a partnership with Emily. We've done it in the past where we try to pair events with each other, so that way, if the parents are going to Beer Olympics, the kids have their own day of fun. So.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Not Beer Olympics for the kids.
Yeah, different. It's apple juice Olympics for the kids. No. But yeah, just working more with other departments. I'm looking forward to kind of build more, memorable experiences for our members.
Yeah, I'll say some of the most popular ones that we've had have been, we have some really cool vendors get to come up here. And I think that's a big benefit for some of our members and the kids. And they get to have like the game truck come up, or you'll have the Herpetological Society and they get to see all the animals and hold a snake in the youth center. Like, how cool. And then they, business as usual, dinner and a movie, and then, they get out of there. So I do think that we'll try to incorporate a little bit of that more in the future as well. Just sort of get them new experiences, try to always have something fun and fresh for the kids.
I think our membership is in good hands with these two.
Something that's never going to be in my hands is a snake. I've had a couple opportunities here at Desert Mountain to hold one, and
I can't do it either.
I take the Indiana Jones route on the snakes.
I'll pick up the tortoise, but I'm not going to touch. I can't do the snake.
My hands are full with all the cameras. I can't.
Yeah,
Can't do it. Sorry.
All right, ladies. Well,
before we let them go, we should recognize some of the great shots around the mountain.
We always do it. Why would we stop now?
Let's send it to the studio.
Right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Desert Mountain members, we have 3 incredible shots to tell you about this week. Leading off, we have Catherine Helm, a friend of the Desert Mountain marketing team. Congrats, Catherine. Friday, June 24th, hole in one on number 6 at 7. Awesome. Next, we have Dina Orfanos. Friday, June 24th, same day, eagle on number 13 at Chiricahua. Awesome, amazing shot. And then to wrap it up, we had Carrie Redinger. Sunday, June 26th, a hole in one on 18 at Geronimo. What a way to close up your round. Keep them coming, and we look forward to more great shots next week. Back to the studio. All right, terrific, phenomenal.
Right. We had a little bit more than last week.
Always amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Ladies, thank you. Cannot thank you enough for being here. Amazing information into what's going on, which is so much, which is awesome, especially during the summer. Like, there's no drop off of things to do at Desert Mountain over the summer.
Yeah.
So anything else anything you'd like to say to anybody, members or otherwise, before we wrap up?
Well, thank you both for having us.
Of course.
Love coming on here. So happy to be back. Just want to give my mom and my dad a shout out.
Nice.
Hi, Haven's mom and dad.
Hi, Haven's mom and dad.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. This was an awesome opportunity. I was so excited to be able to be here. I'll say hi to my family back at the East Coast.
Yeah.
Haven put the pressure on you there.
Yeah. Right? You're calling me out.
All right, we will see you two on the Can Jam courts.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll be out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will.
I'll be on the bags court. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. See you around the mountain.